Shiba Inu are in harmful conditions today. The value of the Shiba Inu is in a state of collapse. Investors are experiencing anxiety. Will this decline ever come to an end? So, it appears that we will be witnessing it in the near future. Shiba Inu have recently received a stunning announcement from the United States government, and this alone has the potential to halt the bleeding for its price. Possibility of achieving a new all-time high. What is transpiring? Furthermore, what is the subject of my discourse? Well, allow me to elaborate. Welcome to Dr. Crypto, your daily serving of Shiba. This is the spot for you if you're curious about anything related to Shiba. If you want to keep informed about all the latest news forecasts and stay ahead of the crypto industry, subscribe. To get more Shib news, be sure to click the like button. What is the situation? The Shiba Inu's price has experienced a complete 180-degree turn after skyrocketing just 2 days ago, providing everyone with a reason to celebrate. In the past 24 hours, the price has fallen precipitously. Additionally, this is not merely a minor decline. This is a significant event. Certainly, we have observed Shiba Inu droppings in the past. However, this is unprecedented. This particular one is somewhat unpleasant. The excitement was genuine. After days of witnessing the price fluctuation, it ultimately recovered. For a brief period, it appeared that we were once again on the right course. However, in an instant, everything collapsed once more. Hope and enthusiasm. It was all eradicated in a single instant. It is particularly harsh for the fervent Shiba Inu enthusiasts who believed that we had finally reached a resolution. In a single instant, it appeared to be a turning point. How about the subsequent step? It appears as though the market has abruptly altered its course. Consequently, what transpired? Additionally, this is the case. Due to this extraordinary price fluctuation, an analyst has recently issued a warning. Shiba Inu may be experiencing difficulties. What is the issue? Key support levels are being difficult to maintain. And if it continues to deteriorate, the situation may become violent. At present, the price of Shiba Inu is lower than it was previously, and there is a genuine possibility that it could lose another zero in price after experiencing a decline over the past day. That is a significant event. The meme coin has recently attempted to break free from its downward trajectory. However, it was rejected with force rather than being pushed to greater heights. It was immediately redirected downward by that rejection. And the pressure to sell is only intensifying as investors begin to lose confidence in a rapid recovery. If the Shiba Inu fails to maintain its present level of support, it may experience an even greater decline, potentially reaching a crucial psychological threshold that no one wishes to witness. And if that occurs, it could further erode investor confidence, causing the price to fall even more rapidly. However, there is still a glimmer of optimism. Shiba Inu may have the opportunity to regain its vigor before attempting to ascend again if it is able to locate a stable location and consolidate. The optimal situation, a robust recovery that surpasses the price's most recent highs and reinstates Shiba Inu on a bullish trajectory. However, the indicators are not favorable at this time. The selling pressure is intensifying, and Shiba Inu may continue to decline unless the bulls intervene to protect critical levels. Additionally, the market may experience an even greater surge of negativity if it loses an additional zero. Therefore, you may be asking, what is the actual situation? What was the reason for the abrupt decline of the Shiba Inu? Well, let us expand our perspective and examine the broader context. It has been discovered that Bitcoin is performing the same action. Today, it caused a collective astonishment by falling below the significant 102,000 mark, which sent shockwaves throughout the entire market. Just in the last day, liquidations resulted in the loss of nearly $1 billion. Bitcoin was unable to maintain its position amid the overwhelming selling pressure. It has breached its critical support and is currently trading at prices that have not been observed since late 2024. The current decline is not merely a minor correction. It is a component of a broader correction that has the potential to lower Bitcoin even further before it regains stability. In the past few days, crypto billionaires have been actively trading substantial quantities of Bitcoin, which has further exacerbated the pandemonium. Over 40,000 Bitcoins were exchanged recently, according to a single analyst. This is an immense sum, and significant transactions such as this typically indicate that something is at play behind the scenes. At the same time, another expert is predicting that Bitcoin may undergo a protracted period of consolidation, potentially experiencing further declines before ultimately settling into a new range between 85,000 and 100,000, similar to the pattern observed earlier in the year. In the event that Bitcoin experiences difficulties, the cryptocurrency market as a whole is also affected. The decrease in the price of Shiba Inu is not occurring in isolation. It is a component of this broader transformation. In the short term, Bitcoin could potentially cause a chain reaction that would result in the entire market plummeting. Furthermore, what is the rationale for all of this? It is none other than Donald Trump, and yes, the tariffs are back. Investors are currently experiencing a state of dread as a result of Trump's commitment to imposing substantial tariffs on Mexico, Canada, and China within the next few days. The market was shook by this information, which precipitated a severe sell-off. Bitcoin experienced a significant decline, plummeting by over 2% and reaching the lowest level since November of last year. And when Bitcoin experiences a decline of this magnitude, it also affects the remainder of the crypto market, including Shiba Inu. Presently, there is an atmosphere of anxiety among all individuals. The market is being driven by fear, and investors are rapidly retreating amid the prevailing uncertainty. The abrupt decline in Bitcoin's value is not a mere coincidence. It is a response to the increasing apprehension regarding the potential impact of these tariffs on the economy. The potential for additional volatility in the days ahead is present if the current trajectory continues. However, the issue is as follows. At least there is still cause for celebration. Today, the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) disclosed a significant development that is advantageous to Shiba Inu. The U.S. SEC's section of corporation finance has officially declared that caricature coins, such as Shiba Inu, are not deemed securities, a move that took many by surprise. The SEC clarified in a statement issued yesterday that meme coins are not subject to federal securities laws. Rather, they are being classified as collectibles due to their speculative nature. According to the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC), these coins are more about community engagement, internet parodies, and cultural trends than they are about actual investments. In other words, individuals acquire them for recreational purposes, rather than as an expectation of guaranteed gains from a business or organization. Shiba Inu is not classified as a security, which means that transactions involving it are not required to be registered. This eliminates a substantial regulatory obstacle that could have led to complications in the future, as U.S. securities laws are not applicable. However, there is a minor snag. The SEC was explicit in emphasizing that meme currencies are not entirely risk-free. In the event that any fraudulent activities are discovered, they may still be subject to action from other regulators. Nevertheless, this is a significant victory for the Shiba Inu and the meme coin industry as a whole. Initially, this may appear to be merely another headline. However, it is of significant importance to the Shiba Inu. And the rationale? Independence? In the realm of cryptocurrency, this is a significant event. We have all witnessed the dire consequences that can result when cryptocurrency is entangled in regulatory frameworks. Suddenly, everything calms down as governments intervene and begin to tighten the rules. It can result in the complete destruction of certain initiatives. Regulations have been a significant factor in the failure of certain cryptos to realize their maximum potential. Investors are apprehensive due to the inherent uncertainty, and when legal complications arise, prices frequently plummet. However, the issue is as follows. Shiba Inu is not classified as a security, which implies that none of the aforementioned applies. There are no significant constraints, no ongoing legal complications, only the unbridled capacity to expand. This is of the utmost importance to the developers. By eliminating the red tape, they can expedite the process, distribute updates, and enhance the Shiba Inu ecosystem without the need to wait for approvals or navigate legal complications. This entails an increase in innovation, enhancements, and opportunities to enhance the strength of the Shiba Inu. And if there is one thing we are aware of regarding cryptocurrency, it is that enthusiasm increases as a project continues to develop. Additionally, the price escalates as enthusiasm increases. This is precisely the type of event that could result in a significant increase in the value of Shiba Inu, potentially setting new all-time highs. It provides the initiative with the opportunity to expand, integrate new utilities, and establish itself as a significant participant in the industry. This could be a pivotal moment not only for a price recovery, but also for an actual breakout, provided that the crew plays their cards correctly. While this may not appear to be a significant issue at present, it could potentially be one of the most significant instances in the future of the Shiba Inu. Regarding advancements, we are currently witnessing one. A substantial upgrade has been implemented for Ethereum and Shiba Inu, which has the potential to mitigate the price decline of Shiba Inu. Ethereum is preparing to reach a value of $20,000, preparing for a significant update that could fundamentally alter the functioning of transactions. The upgrade, known as Pectra, is scheduled to be implemented in early 2025 and will result in substantial enhancements to staking, accounts, and overall scalability. However, this is the point at which the situation becomes intriguing. This update has the potential to enable users to ultimately pay gas fees using coins such as Shiba Inu. Initially, this feature was primarily intended to support stablecoins. However, there is increasing speculation that Ethereum's development team may expand its support to other tokens, such as those from the Shiba Inu environment, such as Bone, Treat, and Shiba Inu herself. It would be a significant development if that were to transpire. Imagine the possibility of paying for petroleum fees with Shiba Inu instead of solely Ethereum. Shiba Inu could be significantly more convenient to use, whether it is for trading NFTs, transferring tokens, or any other purpose. Additionally, convenience induces an increase in adoption, which in turn generates an increase in demand. Exactly what Shiba Inu requires at this time. This could be one of the most important changes for Shiba Inu in a long time if Ethereum follows through on this. This enhancement has the potential to help Shiba Inu make an even larger comeback by enhancing its real-world utility, fostering increased demand, and simplifying transactions. However, what is your perspective on this matter? Comment in the space provided below. The day is over now. Remember to give it a big thumbs up. To see our most recent material, share it, and subscribe to the channel.